Hello guys, how's it going? Magda Tomato right here. I'm just going to take a sip of drink. My goodness. There we go. So Magda Tomato right here. Welcome back to City Skylines. This is part 7 of the Cliffside Bay construction. So in the last part we sort of expanded over here and we've started to get this highway thing going over here as well. Which is going to be incredibly important because if we have a peak over here, we are starting to see some very bad traffic over here, and that is not what we want. So this highway now is going to be more than ever important. So you are complaining, not enough educated workers. Okay. Well, education is slowly happening, it has to be said. But I'm very, very tempted to actually purchase this square now. I mean, I think I've run this right at the edge there. Yeah, it's not too bad. 7,000 to purchase is quite a lot, but I think we're going to need to make this investment because we need to get this junction. I could use one of these pre-made junctions, and I might do that just to make it a bit easier. But I'm hoping that industry traffic will start to use this coming from the west here. If we sort of have a little look, quite a lot of trucks coming in from this way, and quite a few going out this way as well. So I don't know, we'll have to see whether that's beneficial or not. But also I want to get the trains coming in over here as well. So we'll have to get ourselves a cargo terminal somewhere. I might build the cargo harbour over here. And then have a cargo train terminal somewhere in the middle. I'm not really sure yet. But, we'll see how that goes. One thing I do want to do though is grab this and make a bridge going over the highway here, like that. Alright, excellent, and then carry that road on. There's one more there, isn't there? Yeah, if that were to be straight. Yeah. Right, okay, so if anything, what I might end up doing is chucking in the cargo train terminal in here and having some form of exit onto the highway. Maybe over here, actually. I'll chuck it in over here, and I'll have some form of easy access on and off the highway here to get to it, because I think that's going to be important. So what I might do is actually build it there, have the trains coming in from this way, and do something like that. But right now, I want to make this connection. So, right, how much does this actually cost? 16,290. Okay. I mean, it probably is cheaper to build my own, but still, I think that this is going to be the way to go. So we will go up with that. But we've got demands all across the board here. And we're starting to see some more power problems. So let's go ahead and chuck up another one of those. So if we're going to have a cargo train terminal here, what I might have is... Now the thing is, I kind of want some roads coming off of here as well. Not sure about that. Let's get a one-way that does this. And a one-way that does this. That's actually slightly off. Bit annoying. Now let's try. Like that. With then... Okay, there's a small gap, but that's fine. Like that. And then a one-way that comes off of here. That does that. So just one way off of there. And then I'm going to fill this in with a nice big batch of industries. Maybe just here, actually. Like that. And we'll have our cargo train terminal in there. Although I'd like to fill in a couple of these little bits here as well. Like that. And I'm also going to run industry along the back there because I think that's going to be good. To be able to connect the power up easy. Like like that, and then along the waterfront over there. Right, excellent. We are struggling for sewage and water capacity over here, so let's go ahead and get up another one of those. And we need another couple of water towers, so we can chuck these up somewhere in here, like that. There we go, excellent. Right, so with that then, small city, excellent. We now have access to a couple of extra things that we needed, but the question is, does the power jump? It does. So this power line now is actually completely redundant. So we can go ahead and sort of fill that in a little bit there. There we go. Right, so we are in heavy demand of more residential and commercial. I will connect this this up in a minute. This highway, I will do it. I think sort of maybe just go up to about here. And here we'll only go up to, say, 2, like that. We'll build some localized commercial. A little bit of commercial along here, I think. That'll be fine. There's a turnaround spot there as well, so that's not too much of a problem. I will leave a gap there. And then a gap there as well. And I'll fill this in with residential along the back here. And if I can fit one in, I'd like to get some sort of park going on in here. They're 5x5. A really small one. If that's small, then I don't think I've got any 4x4 park. Ah, hang on a minute. Yes, we do. Let's get a couple of Japanese ponds in there, just to increase the land value around here a little bit. Also, we're seeing a bit of a death care wave. So, do we have crematoriums yet? We don't. Okay. Healthcare's fine. Fire coverage could be better. Policing is excellent. Schooling not so good. And then, of course, mass transit. Okay, so we're getting some higher land value over there now, which is good. Starting to see a bit more high land value over there. And we do need some water down here. So... oh, no! Can't be having that. There we go. Okay, good. Right, so let's get this highway hooked up. So, let's pause. I need to delete a large chunk of highway over here. There we go. And hopefully this intersection will fit in here. Right. So it's the right click. Yeah, it's the right one. I'm messing up there. Right, I need to bulldoze a bit more. Something like that will be absolutely fine. Like that. The straightness of these is not going to be ideal, but there we go. That's a bit snappy, I don't like that. Let's use the curvy tool here. There we go, that's better. Right. So now we can resume game. Pick up this highway. Of course, we could, eventually, if we buy this area, we could have another intersection coming off here, but also thinking about getting a junction going off that way as well. So, right, so if you're coming out like this, go for a whoops, 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 and whoops again. There we go. Like that, right. I do want to keep this relatively parallel up to this point, so what I'll do is I'll draw from here down to here, and then I'll upgrade it afterwards. See, that's a bit funny, but it's fine. I'm not too bothered. I'm hoping that people will use this. I can see some heavy trucks using this already to get out of the city. So I'm hoping that that alleviates the problems around there. We've got some really bad issues over here. Garbage for one. It's because we've spent so much time emptying. We may need to go up with an incinerator then. Not there. Maybe on the back here actually it might be good, because then that way the power will jump. So that makes those guys a little bit happier. Right, so you guys are emptying and you're actually full. Oh, okay, that is why we actually had barely any capacity at all, because we were just operating off of this one thing here, and its garbage reserves are full. So 3 landfills all emptying into the same place, which is why that is happening. And now I've got an incinerator going. So yeah, garbage is now an extremely bad problem because I've let that become a problem. That's very annoying. Okay. Right, so that should ease itself off a little bit there. And I'm hoping that traffic also eases off here. Oh yeah, I forgot to name these parts as well. I will have to do that. Yeah, very, very bad garbage problem, but hopefully that starts to get collected. And we'll be fine. Again, I'm tempted to get another junction over here to allow this area to get better. So, going to follow the industries along the waterfront there for a bit, probably up to here or something like that. So there will be a bit of a turn there. And I'm guessing that I want this to run up to there, probably. And then we'll do a similar thing as to what we did before, where we'll have 2 avenues running up and down. No. Like that, and then we'll have the blocks on the interiors. So we'll go up to about here in terms of avenue, and then we'll probably run another one across the top like that. I'm not sure about that. I think we'll just sort of have a conclusion there of some sort. Not sure what yet. Right, just a quick drink. Not sure what to do here yet. Might sort of have some vertical. Yeah, have to work that out. Right. So the next job then is to get some residences going across here. And as I've said before, eventually I will get buses and things like that going. So no, not there. Here, like that. So we will, when we've got enough money, we'll work on that. Oh, that's actually gone across one too far. Look at that. Like that, perfect. Up one and across. See, it's starting to get quite wonky there because that's where the hill is. On the plus side, the land value is going to be good there. Oh, that's terrible. Because of the hills and things like that. I mean, theoretically, we could actually chuck some more wind turbines up there, so that's another possibility. Okay, so generic demand across the board then. So we're going to go ahead and do, once again, the similar thing to what we did before, where we'll go with commercial along the main roads. It's a bit restricted along the back here, it has to be said, but I will go up to about there. And then we fill this in with residential, like that. We also need to bring the water pipes over, so it doesn't look straight, but I think it is. Not sure though. It doesn't actually look straight. Let's see. If we draw slap bang down the middle of this road, and then draw. Oh, it actually was. Okay, it was straight. So don't need to do that just yet. Again, what I might do is just run this across to here. Yeah, it's straight. Look at that. Perfect. And then we'll have another vertical going up this way. And that, of course, is the hill. So just because I want to make sure that I get this absolutely ideal, like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Excelente. I want to get a good coverage at the top here as well. There we go. So it looks wonky because of the hill, but if you look at it from this direction, it's actually really straight. So it's because that elevates there. That's why. Okay, we have no power over here, which is expected. So for now then, let's just draw 2 power lines across like this. But eventually we won't need them. Excellent. And then to finish this part off, I'm going to go ahead and draw in some more over at the industry sector. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 2 over, like that. Okay, that seems to be okay actually. So I can probably go another 2 over here. And then from this point, this will be the end. So 2 over there. I guess we can go a little bit closer here. Oh, really? There we go, like that. And then just build up to this point here. Like that, and probably stop. So all of this is going to be industry in this sort of area here, and we'll go up to this point because otherwise we'll be interfering with the residential too much. So we are in requirement of more jobs, so let's fill a bit of that in, and a bit of that in for now. And I do need to. Okay, so these are all going to clash in a bit, which is good. That's what we want. Like that. There, perfect. Right. And I guess we could probably just do something like that. Right, so garbage is a terrible issue still. People are actually leaving now because of it. These guys are all still emptying over here. Yeah, see, there's not that many trucks in use because it can't take any more. I'm presuming the incinerator's probably hit the same sort of heights it has. So where actually are the garbage trucks right now? Yeah, they're around here. They're spending a lot of energy on emptying the landfills. So people are actually leaving now, which is starting to become a problem. I think this area is starting to be picked up. Somewhere along here, I think, is where the garbage has reached. Although these are relatively new properties, so... But yeah, people are starting to leave because of that now. However, I think I actually have got the district policies available. We have. Okay, so we'll have to look into that in the next part. But for now, that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.